would you like to increase your credit score by 100 points, 200 points? I'm going to share with you how I was able to increase my credit score from a crappy 443 to well over 700. It did take me 3 years to do, but it can be done. Hey everyone, my name is Cynthia and I help people just like you increase your financial IQ and help you on your path to financial security. All right, listen up. I did go through kind of a rough spell a few years back when I had opened up a restaurant with my husband at the time. It was his dream and I made the mistake by trying to help him on his path. And because of that, we failed miserably. But guess what? I learned a lot about business, running a bricks and mortar business, running a restaurant, marketing. I learned a ton. So I don't regret what I've done. However, because of that, my credit score suffered drastically and my score was 443, one of the lowest I have ever seen in my history of banking. And what I had to do to get my credit score up so that I was able to borrow money and leverage money and do all that stuff again, as I had to learn the secrets. And I'm going to share with you today what I did to increase my credit score. So what I had actually done was, because I couldn't get a credit card with anybody else because nobody would give me a card because my credit score was so crappy, I ended up getting a secured credit card. So what you do is you go to your bank or credit union and you ask them, and not every bank does this, but you just call them up and say, hey, do you do secured Visas or MasterCards? So basically what you would do is you would give, say, $1,100 or $1,200, and they would give you a secured credit card of $1,000. So sometimes your bank or lender will want you to put down 120% of the card as security, and then you operate the card in order to build your credit. Now, once you get that card, to build the credit, you need to operate that credit satisfactory, okay? Because this is how you increase your score. 3 things I'm going to share with you on how to operate that credit card and build your credit up. Stick around to the end, because I'm going to share a big secret with you of what you're going to need to know in order to get that first house or that first car loan that every lender looks at on your credit report. All right, number 1, it seems so basic, but you have to pay that card on time. You can't be late. Some people think that even though it's only a $10 minimum payment, that they can pay it 2 months later. You can't do that because it lowers your credit score drastically. Number 2, the length of time that you have that credit is also so important because it just shows more stability. So if you have that secured credit card and then 3 years down the line, you're able to qualify for an unsecured credit card, don't close that other credit card. I still have my secured credit card. It's not secured with any money anymore, and it's a very, very large limit that I have that I could use if I needed to use it, but I haven't closed it out, and I've had that card for years and years now. So don't close out existing cards, because the length of time, length of history you have on your credit score, it actually increases your credit score. And third is the utilization on your card. So let's say you get approved for this $1,000 credit card limit. What you want to do is you want to keep it at a low utilization. Meaning, if you owe $200 on your credit card and your limit's $1,000, you have a 20% utilization. And what the credit bureaus like to see is less than 30%. So if you purchase some stuff on there, just make sure that you pay it off every month, but don't get it to the 800-900 point where you're utilizing 90% of your card, because that doesn't look good. It shows the credit bureau that you need that money to live off of. Now, remember I said I had a big tip for you at the end? Basically, you need to have on your credit bureau a minimum of 2 trade lines of $2,500 minimum. What a trade line is just a loan, a credit card. It's just something. It's a piece of borrowing. It's a borrowing facility that you have, and it has to be a minimum of $2,500. Okay, so that's what you're gonna need in order to get that car loan or to buy that house. Now, one last thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.